Hello, I'm Marty and I'm a professional artist. If you're new to the channel, if you've not, then you already know that. I want to do some more long form videos on YouTube, documenting the process behind the scenes, what I get up to. Because what I've realised recently is even when things start to go well, you still feel like you're doing the wrong thing and you don't know what you're doing. So maybe there's some more videos around showing that we all just feel the same. It'll give everybody a bit more confidence. I've been watching videos by a comic artist called Ben Bishop recently, and I just like how open, honest and vulnerable he is, and it's actually really helped me watching his videos. So maybe we'll get to that level with these videos too. But for now, I will show you around the studio and what we're up to at the moment. So current setup, this is the painting desk. This is where we get nice and messy. Got the trolley down there with supplies. And I'm painting a couple more Trevor the Tired Toads. That's a photocopy of one of the other ones. There's some stuff up here, that pictures. I'm working on some commissions. This is desk area now. I mean, I'm so bothered about getting a YouTube video together and sorted, I haven't even unpacked. Let's have a look. Reading through this at the moment. I'm on a massive obsession with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If you know me, I go through obsessions, and at the moment it's the Turtles. A couple of other bits in my calendar. Been working on this area. I wanted something that felt warm, cosy, studio-y. So those are the other Trevor the Toads sort of work in progress. Printers, books, stationery, other stuff I'm working on. Some of the newer prints. Bringing my comic or graphic novel collection in. Comics to follow. It's a small bit. So there we are. And a whiteboard on the door. Painting of the two dogs. This area is a bit of a, I keep changing my mind, but I need some sort of table. And then over here, cricket for cutting out stickers and stuff. Heat press I've never used yet. Bit of Tim Burton on the walls. And there we are. So that's out the back here. All fluff above the door. So yeah, so today, I'll spin it around. So today I'm going to be working on just some of my own stuff because I really want to get a book together. Got about 3 ideas for books going on, but we're going to take it slowly and bit by bit. That's why we're doing Trevor. It's just a funny little story about why he's grumpy. I've started doing the illustrations A3. I used to do everything A4. 1 is fine, but details a bit harder, and also when I've been blowing up the A4, I don't know, A3 and then we can shrink it down, or do A3, gives us a bit more scope, I think. Or I just need to work out what I'm doing with the scanning. So there we are. So we're going to work on some Trevors. The idea was 4, but I think there might be 5 or 6 by the time I'm finished. And then I'm going to scan them all in, stick them in Photoshop and work out what we're going to do, sort of put a page or some pages together. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I guess you can call me a professional artist. I have my own studio. I've got a gallery out here. I've got local art in, and I don't do anything else. I sell my art and other people's art, so it doesn't help the feeling of not knowing what you're bloody doing all the time, though, does it? I'm also really sat on the fence because the crabbies, the crabby creatures, are, I didn't think they were very whimsical. They're a bit melancholic, grumpy, slightly dark. I don't know. I took them to a comic convention and to me it looked like they were like the most Beatrix Potter looking thing ever. But I take them to a craft fair and they're almost too edgy and too dark, so I'm kind of walking a gap between the two, which might be a good thing, I don't know, maybe we're in the middle. Anyways, might show you me painting for a bit then. Yeah, please, if you've got any responses to anything I'm nattering about, stick it in the comments. I'll reply to everything at the moment. I've just finished 2 commissions. I've got 1 more to go, but I'm waiting for an okay on the sketches. So that's kind of freed me up at the moment. There's some more in the pipeline, which is why I'm using the time now to get on with my own stuff. So stay tuned and have a look. So we got the first Trevor as a reference, like having I've shrunk him down to the table, even though he's on the wall up there. But really at the moment, painting in inks and these little drawing inks. And what I've started to do more recently is start mixing up my own colours. It's giving me more scope. Also watering it down, because it's like watercolour, as you add to it, it gets darker. So yeah. I think we're going to work a bit on my lily pads today. I quite like working at them at the same time because I can sort of match them up while I'm trying to look at the other ones I've finished. It's a weird, it feels like a weird way to work, is sort of doing something without knowing if it's ever going to sell. Everyone's like at some point. I guess it's, I know it will it, do I know it would sell? So normally they're like just headshots or full body portraits, different animals looking grumpy. And I've collected them all as Gen 1, we're up to 42 so far. But I think the next phase is going to be more comic strips, even comic book stuff. Maybe some of the characters interacting with each other. Which is why I decided to start working on Trevor the Toad. So I sort of mapped out a whole book, as you do, and originally it was going to be like a little bit in the style of Charlie Mackesy, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse, because that was an obsession for a little while. However, new obsession is back to comic books. So I think the stories I've got might stay the same. It's just about how we're going to present them. I'll tell you the other thing's really difficult is I actually had a really good January, which is often the hardest month of the year. 3 commissions. I don't usually get a lot of commissions, and so that's more than I had in the whole of last year, although some of last year's were bigger and a lot more money. But yeah, they all come in at once, and we're getting through them. I guess I'm sort of scared now that nothing's going to happen in February. So then I sit here feeling bad that I'm having some fun painting Trevor when I should be hounding people and promoting my commissions maybe? I don't know. It's all practice though. It's all practice. It's all worthwhile in the end. I'm purposely trying to be really loose even with the lines. Because if you've seen stuff before, I'm quite loose and I do lots of splats and stuff, and that I know that's going to get covered up a bit, so I don't really want them to be really precise. I want them to be I quite like it live. I don't know, whatever I do seems to be working. People seem to want to buy it, which is cool. See, this is where I like working on 2 pieces at once, because I've sort of put that down. It's not fantastic, but that can now dry whilst I do exactly the same or similar. I also very rarely paint the same character twice. Well, in my recent phase, I guess. So they kind of get one portrait-y looking illustration that then gets scanned in and printed on a host of different products, and then I kind of walk away and go on to the next character. So Trevor here, well, there's a few I paint. There are a few, but they're not always exactly the same. So hares, I paint a lot of hares, they're quite popular. And they're similar, but no one's ever identical. Trevor's the first time I've tried to get him to look exactly the same each time. So I painted the first one, which is him, and then I didn't even scan him in. I just took a photograph and printed it off, so I had a reference. And then I used a light box to get the second one, which will be the end of the story, so he is very similar. And I did the same again, but left off the arms and stuff. So proportion wise, they're all very, very similar. And they got the same kind of look, and now I'm trying to get the colours in the same sorts of places, but without worrying too much about it. Yeah, I haven't got a lot going on. I've got a commission for a cat. I've just done an iguana and a giraffe. So it's kind of looking to the future and working on some new stuff. Let me raise you up a little bit there. Turn that off as well. So I was just sorting out the studio, as I do when I'm waiting for stuff to dry, and I found something. At some point I decided I was doing a ginormous frog, toad. So I guess that's another Trevor the Toad. So that's the one I found. That's like a year ago maybe. And then this is today's. Stand back a bit. Stand back. I mean, possibly slightly different characters. Should I finish it? wobbly camera. Wobbly camera. Hopefully that stops. So I've had a really productive day working on Trevor the Tired Toad. These are the first two I painted from the other day. I've actually gone back to them because I've put more detail and shadow into two newer ones, which are here. So he's wibbling and wobbling each way there. So I've gone back to the first two, mainly to get some of that darker green splats on. Might have gone OTT on the splats on this guy. They're still wet, so we won't do that. So that's where we're at. So we should, by the end of the day, have 4 illustrations, but I think we could do 1 or 2 more. Probably do 6, and then I'll show you maybe in the next video. Other than that, it has been a dreary, dreadful, rainy day. We've only seen one person all day, so it means we've been productive in the studio. I found that other frog painting I'd started, so something else to finish. Did a bit tidying up, but I don't know whether it's the weather or the beginning of the month or the year or whatever, but I just feel like I can't get motivated other than just sit and paint. So we'll do that because that will eventually make some money. So the website, you might have seen, it's had some huge updates. It's got all the new products, all the standardization I did, all the new designs, different types of prints, but what I haven't done for a while is sort out the originals section. So I spent some time, you would have seen earlier, I've actually been putting some originals in mounts rather than frames, and I'm going to sell them like that online. I think it'd be cheaper to ship, and I'll reflect it in the price that it's not framed. But yeah, so check the website out, crappycreatures.com. I spent bloody hours, days, weeks on that this year. But we're in a good shape, much better shape than we've ever been before. Some interesting new illustrations. I think we'll wrap that up for today then. Follow if you want to see an artist struggling to work out where he fits in all of this, but is doing something between whimsical animal illustrations, some Edward Gorey Tim Burton-esque melancholy, and dipping his toes into some comic art. This is the place to be.